All right, pretend to be normal. Hi, we're the Beyer family. I'm Jamie.
I'm Paige. I'm Josie. I'm Aspen.
And I'm Rod.
And we're excited to show you our farm over the next few weeks. Today we're getting started with the equipment, making sure it's ready for planting. And let's go take a look. So this is our farm, the Beyer family farm. We don't have any livestock. We grow corn, sugar beets, soybeans, wheat, and alfalfa here. We're located in western Minnesota on the North Dakota-South Dakota border. And we're getting equipment ready to plant. And over the winter, everything freezes. And so mice come in and chew up equipment, and you need to make repairs. And today Rod actually found a dead mouse in one of the tanks on the planter, which we can't even figure out what kind of a magician trick it would take to even get inside a locked tank, but it happened. So the guys are busy getting everything ready. We're hoping to plant here in the next few weeks, 2 weeks, 1 week, we'll see. It's drying out quickly. We have a lot of wind today and heat. So that helps get our soil warmed up and ready to plant.
So my name's Rod. I've been working here for 22 years now, since I graduated from college. And we were going to talk a little bit about the shop over there, which was my grandpa's shop. And when he first built that, he was able to put every piece of his equipment in there. When he farmed the tractor, the digger, the plow, the truck, the combine, and its heads. So that's still being used a little bit, and partly because we always made a deal with our hired men that if we build a new shop, they're going to be required to be here every day in the wintertime working and fixing and doing maintenance on the equipment. Or if we don't build a shop and we just work outside in the spring when it dries up a little bit, then they can have the winters off and go fishing every day. Well, no surprise, they always choose to go fishing every day in the winter and work outside in the mud. So when we've also talked about building a shop, I told my dad, well, we'd probably have to tear that one down and tear the silo and maybe put it over there. And he said, no, we can't do that. That silo, that's a landmark in the township. Everyone knows where that silo is. I said, well, we could put it over here somewhere, but then the pig barn's going to have to come down. He said, no, I built that back in 1952 with my own hands. You can't tear that down. So I just kind of threw up my arms, and it was a good excuse to not do anything yet. So in the springtime, I do sit in the planter tractor a little bit, but some of my other duties are making sure we get the fertilizer files to the fertilizer spreader. That's our plant food. You apply that in the field.
What kind of files do you give your fertilizer guy?
So those files are just showing how much plant food to put on each field.
So it's a computer file, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Are there other types of files?
There used to be paper files. Yeah. Like here.
Well,
Continue.
now they're air files. They just go through the wind.
Oh, air cloud?
Cloud files. So after they get the files to the co-op, which is going to put plant food down, we also have a rock picker that is going around and picking the rocks out of the fields and putting those into piles.
So that's a machine, right? Not a person.
It is a machine with a tractor driven by a person.
Yeah.
And then, so we usually pick rocks about that size or bigger. Sometimes they're this big. And then after the rocks are picked and the plant food is on, then we have a person come by in another tractor and a digger, and that tills the soil and tills the plant food into the ground. And when he's done, then the person driving the planter tractor comes along.
That was our dog sniffing. There's not someone else sniffing in the background. Continue. Got the planter.
Yeah, the planter, obviously, they put the seed in the ground. And then after that, we have another tractor that comes along pulling a sprayer, and they're going to put some herbicide down to prevent the weeds from growing.
So weed killer.
Weed killer. And then after that, we have another tractor come along pulling a big roller, and that goes across the ground and rolls the rocks that are smaller and pushes those into the ground so we don't have any problems with them at harvest time getting up into the machines.
So we deal with rocks by picking them and also pushing them down because they can cause a lot of damage to equipment. And that's why it's important to do something.
Rocks are very solid and they'll mess up your equipment in a hurry.
Would you say they're rock solid?
They're rock solid.